Ah, j'ai pas mis le bi.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Voilà. Par contre, il faut que je monte le son parce que c'est vraiment trop bas. Peut-être le baisser un petit peu ici, mais le monter ici. Ah. Me fais pas regretter mes trucs, toi, ou sinon... hein. Alors, c'était quoi qu'on avait à faire? Convaincre Dom Bedford d'annuler la dette de Jessie. Ok. Quelqu'un a vu le soldat de Taylor, ça fait des jours que je l'ai pas vu. C'en est où cette histoire de toilette bouchée? C'est la chef Guy Ying. M'a bien appris un truc, c'est que le moral de l'équipe est proportionnel à la propreté des latrines. Toucher à leur lieu d'aisance et toucher à leur intimité, à leur dignité. Donc c'est simple, réparez-moi ces chiottes. Même si notre dernier rassemblement sur précurseur remonte à quasiment 20 ans, je me disais que ce serait sympa de réunir toute la clique, encore une fois. Je sais que les choses ont bien changé, certains bossent sur de longs courriers, d'autres sont passés du côté des corpos, et il y en a sans doute qui sont morts ou qui sont sur Tartare. Et qui liront jamais ce message, mais je perds pas espoir. Personne n'a répondu à ma dernière invitation, j'espère que c'est parce que vos plannings dégueulasses, non, dégueulent de réunions, de famille et d'opportunités professionnelles. Alors par contre, j'ai la caméra qui est partie à péter au schnock. Hop là, voilà. Toujours pas. Yep, voilà. Je sors à peine du frigo après une tournée à Dashkova, 2 ans à l'aller, 2 ans au retour. On était à peine décongelés que la radio du précurseur nous annonçait que l'amarrage allait être retardé. Je vous laisse imaginer ma tête. On attend 1 heure, 5 heures, et puis les heures sont transformées en jours. Au bout du compte, on a passé une putain de semaine à attendre un ponton sur ce tas de ferraille à la con, et comme pendant ce temps-là on se tournait les pouces, ben on n'a même pas été payé. Je sais pas vous, mais j'ai des traites à payer, une famille que je vois pas assez souvent, des dettes ras la gueule, et même quand je bosse pas, il faut que je paye. Vous trouvez ça normal, sérieux? Les convoyeurs devraient avoir certains droits, non? Il faut qu'on fasse quelque chose. Si vous êtes d'accord avec moi, laissez un message ici et je répondrai quand je reviendrai. Vous n'avez plus l'accréditation nécessaire pour consulter ce message, d'accord. Stock de nourriture. Dans cette pionnière non bâtie fondation australienne en se coiffant de Spratwurz. C'est quoi ces noms? Les employés font avec ce qu'ils ont sous la main. Ce qu'ils ont sous la main, c'est de la viande qui pue, des montagnes de sel et 11 parfums de moutarde différents. C'est un rappel collectif de notre politique en matière de saisie des biens. C'est le précurseur qui a saisi votre vaisseau, payez vos putains de factures et laissez mes équipes bosser en paix. Recherche d'emploi. Cherche en urgence un nouvel équipage à rejoindre. J'ai prévu d'embarquer sur un long courrier en partance pour terre, mais j'en ai pas trouvé. Est-ce que quelqu'un a des informations d'un job à venir? Oui, bah tu peux venir chez moi, non? On a réussi à le traîner jusqu'au précurseur tant bien que mal, vous pouvez pas payer les frais de réparation. On est plus ou moins coincé ici. Ils ont saisi mon vaisseau et l'ont revendu pour pièces. Oh punaise. Je suis tellement blacklisté à cause de cette histoire que plus aucun transporteur des corporations veut m'engager. J'espère que je trouverai une âme charitable parmi vous avec du boulot et une couchette libre. Merci de votre attention. Cet avis a été posté 56 fois en 632 jours.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying.
Je m'éloigne. J'ai pas envie d'en prendre une.
Waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
To defend your corporate township from the
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Il a fini en bouillie.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
D'accord.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to
Il me
have.
reste du... J'ai pas perdu.
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Non.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship.
Oh,
I'm
super.
terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Non.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Génial parce que ça te dérange pas plus que ça qu'on ait pris le nom de son pote et son vaisseau.
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table. That's... well,
Ce qui est vrai.
that's just terrible
Il m'a
news.
jamais parlé de Phineas.
Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs.
Oh,
Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
bah écoute.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands. I have few complaints.
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care. Oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No.
Best to be clear, I believe. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
C'est un peu le concierge du patron, ça doit être génial.
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit
Non, pourquoi
junk pile.
est-ce qu'il a des...
As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws
Des quartiers.
specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ask away.
Non, je vais pas vendre l'autre parce que... Tu peux lire dans ton ordi ou... Ah. On va voir hein, si je fais ça. On les a vus les drapeaux rouges là.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Non, je l'ai pas vu, non, non. Graisseux, bonjour.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Carrément. T'as fini ta pause clope ou... Ah oui, mais l'autre il va me voir. Mais c'est grand. Parler à Ali. Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Still betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
I put a couple of bits in Vera's pool.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you...
Vous avez fait le bon choix, je suis Spacer Choice, je n'arrête pas de vous dire que ce chapeau ne me va pas, il a un défaut, combien de gens ont porté ce truc avant moi. C'est ça ma vie maintenant, parce que si c'est le cas, je vais le faire, je serai votre homme lune, mais vous me ramasserez la petite cuillère. Ah, c'est le vendeur là-bas. J'espère que tu vas bien, maman, je voulais te donner quelques nouvelles, je vais passer beaucoup de mécanos à la boutique. Je vois passer beaucoup de mécanos à la boutique, je me souviens de l'époque où je tournais des boulons toute la journée sur Terra 2 à la maison. Lilia m'a dit que je pourrais toujours me reconvertir dans la récupération d'épaves. De bien faire la bise à papa et tout le monde de ma part, c'est super qu'on puisse rester en contact comme ça. Profite bien du colis Spacer Choice que je vous ai envoyé, c'est de bons produits. Je sais que vous trouvez la même chose là-bas, mais je me disais que tu serais fier de voir ce que j'ai. J'ai la réduction des employés. Ça c'est sur la chaleur. Recherche passionnante possédant autorisation d'intérêt à Stellar B et TIC flexible. Rapatriement contre rémunération de pièces détachées. Mandat d'arrêt en cours, on peut... Oh, c'est pas de question. Contacter Lilia Hagen. Entrepôt à côté du stand. Vagabondage strictement interdit.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being.
Oh, le pif, j'avais pas vu.
Except being right. That's nice too.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones.
If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. No such thing as a low-stakes bet in my book. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. What can I say? Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Alors, non, parce que paraît-il, il faut qu'on aille discuter. Donc, Vicaire Max, je pense qu'on peut s'en débarrasser pour l'instant.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Le gang de filles. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle a sur elle déjà? 10 en médecine. J'aime bien sa tenue. Tenue casual chic. « 142, 133. Bah, de bonnes armes. Hein. Bah, je lui laisse ce qu'elle a. Son attaque ultime vaut le coup. D'accord. Donc, on en était où? Passeport pour l'aventure, parler à Gladys sur le précurseur. Pas encore. Trouver un macérateur acide. À Roseway, mais pour l'instant on sait pas où aller. Récupérateur stellaire. Pas lui parler à elle. L'homme creux, non. Suivi médical. Sur Scylla, donc non. Les armes de grand vide. Normalement, on est censé trouver quelque chose là-dessus. Ah, il y a ça aussi. J'ai combien là? 60 sur 170. Je vais éternuer.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me! Oh, laws!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare? Agree to disagree. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom.
Yeah.
A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Surtout quand on sait que dans les boîtes de conserve, c'est pas du saumon, c'est pas du poisson, c'est des rats.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Parlez plus fort, je vous entends mal.
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Don't get him started, Captain. He'll go on like this all day.
All night, too. I can't escape these savings. Not even in my dreams. I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Le bain de bouche, le filementaire.
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker. Or anywhere in the Halcyon colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. You would never ask if you knew what it's like
Là, il est honnête.
here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Add an additional 10% to your purchase
Il
today,
répondra
and
jamais.
the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Le pauvre.
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now.
Il a fusionné avec
Now,
son
are you
masque.
ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to. Have a look.
Armure 3. Oh, mais... Bonus de compétence en mensonge. Armure de soldat d'élite. Remise de 32%, c'est bien ça. J'ai quoi dans mon inventaire? J'ai quoi sur moi? Soldat standard. 10, d'accord.
You should give our latest product a try. Ollie Ollie Toxi-Free. Now with activated charcoal. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice. Have a look.
Ouais, mais moi je veux pas que ça baisse ma compétence de furtivité, donc... Piratage. J'ai quand même envie d'acheter ce truc-là. Mais non, c'est pas bien, faut pas... Bon. C'est pas tout ça.
Packet had the tossball scores from Decanas. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
It's been...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprouts. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
They're risky, but the odds are still a little better than waiting for certain death.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now,
Je suis
if
là
there's
pour ça.
nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my
Oui, il
attention.
fait très chaud chez toi.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts. You must not have been here long. Halcyon new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Faire un geste grossier.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Bien.
I can take a hint.
Je sais pas pourquoi je me mets à genoux, hein, je m'accroupis et ça sert à rien, mais pour le principe. Tempête dissipateur, nanana. Brosser les dents. Pour le replay, c'est ça. Encore des plaintes sur l'état des dogs, j'ai dit aux Mardettes qu'ils pouvaient virer Macreed et sa bande de hors-la-loi quand ils voulaient. Ils sont tellement obsédés par la paperasse et ces histoires de mandat qu'ils attendent que quelqu'un d'autre fasse le sale boulot à leur place. Le moral a baissé de 18% depuis l'arrivée de Martin Callahan. C'est à cause de son putain de masque. J'ai encore trouvé un mouchard dans mon bureau, un truc de la taille d'une balle de toast-ball, avec un fil relié directement à Sublight, toujours aussi subtil. Je serais pas à jurer que le chef cuisinier automécanique a débarqué avec un technicien de la compagnie. Aucun manifeste indique que ce type ait quitté la station. La festation de Sprat dans l'Express Hotel devient hors de contrôle. Si j'apprends qu'Ethel s'est encore mise à faire d'un élevage, je jure sur la loi que je balance son stand à travers le sas. Vos accusations, toutes les conséquences qu'elles impliquent me penchent dans le plus grand désarroi. Je ne doute pas que nous puissions tendre vers une compréhension mutuelle, car après tout, quelle est la raison d'être un agent de liaison, si ce n'est de faciliter le rapprochement de deux grandes puissances telles que le Conseil et vous-même. Quand vous accepterez de revenir à la table de négociation, je vous prie d'étudier à nouveau mon projet d'extension de l'ambassade. Les gages de bonne volonté sont toujours récompensés. Le Conseil a rejeté ma demande de pièces de dissipateur une fois de plus, alors que je les avais caressées dans le sens du poil avec quelques donations ciblées. Détail amusant, quand j'ai utilisé mes privilèges administratifs pour examiner les communications sortantes, j'ai remarqué un pic d'activité provenant de votre bureau. Vous avez choisi vos mots avec soin, mais j'ai isolé une phrase particulièrement parlante. Laissons la grenouille dans l'eau bouillante encore quelque temps. Je me retrouve sans pièces de rechange. Vous jouez avec nos vies. Ils vous ont installé dans mon vaisseau spécialement pour me pourrir la vie ou c'est juste une passion chez vous? T'as la pauvre. On va régler ça, on va t'aider ma petite.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Normalement c'est en bas. Non?
Regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Oops.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden movements. This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go, just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
C'est juste pour détourner l'attention. Mais non, on va peut-être faire ça sans avoir à le tuer.
That's right, sir. Just the parts.
Rouflaquette de
We'll be
compète.
in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom.
Bim.
Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Et voilà, comment on fait?
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Ça marche. Donc éviter de voler sur le nez. Je pourrais toujours revenir.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
You get that automech patch? Fred wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
De quoi il parle?
Are you invest yet?
Pas tout à fait.
Live free, die free. Nothing else matters.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
Pardon. Et du coup, vous pourrez pas aider celles qu'ils ont enlevées là ou comment ça se passe? Ah, je suis pas au bon endroit.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. That may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Just take some level head for the hangover. And maybe don't work on anything life support related for a while.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Bien, retourne travailler du coup. Il a un petit nom. Mais on me voit. Il pourrait pas se retourner lui. Et elle y va en courant, ouais. Il y a trop de monde ici. C'est ça, retourne-toi. Il ou elle, on sait pas trop. Voilà, 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 c'est très bien, c'est très bien.
Okay, gone quiet.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
Rien.
All right. Program.
J'espère que c'est un truc... qui va aller dans mon vaisseau, hein, parce que... Donc, où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille?
Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
This blade is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Mais arrête de manger du chocolat, enfin. Ça va te couper l'appétit. C'est ton dessert? Ah, d'accord.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Mon chenille.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
so
Pardon.
unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Pardon. Toi, j'ai piqué ton costume.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mantillaurs, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Transmis par son, je nous informer que le précurseur est bien arrivé dans le secteur Lagrange. Nous avons débarqué nos logements préfabriqués, nos réserves et les colons sur leurs mondes coloniaux respectifs. Puissent-ils prospérer et se développer. Maintenant que les étages 1 et 2 de la mission ont les étapes 1 et 2 de la mission ont été effectuées conformément à notre contrat, ma famille devient propriétaire du précurseur, conservant son activité en tant que comptoir d'échange indépendant, escale de réparation, transporteur de marchandises. Avant de terminer cette transmission, je tiens à souhaiter mes vœux les plus sincères à la Terre. Tant de choses nous attendent, mais nous n'oublierons pas d'où l'on vient. Certaines personnes particulièrement riches et détestables parmi nos voisins coloniaux semblent avoir mal compris pourquoi je nous ai fait venir ici. Ce n'est certainement pas pour un salaire à 9 chiffres équipulsant un logo Spacer's Choice tatoué sur mon cul, ni pour taxer tous les vaisseaux de passage jusqu'à leur dernier octo. Le précurseur n'a aucun rôle à jouer dans le succès ou l'échec de l'entreprise Alcyon. Point final. Ces termes ont été clairement négociés et couchés par écrit, avant même que je mette les pieds sur ce vaisseau. Si quiconque souhaite remettre en cause notre indépendance, qui s'adresse à l'un des Tennyson, nous sommes une entreprise familiale, même si tous les Tennyson rendent leur dernier souffle, le précurseur honorera notre mémoire en défendant sa liberté. C'est quoi ces saletés de bestioles? Alors. C'est moi qui prends feu là? Pourquoi ça? J'entends quelque chose mais je le vois pas. Il est peut-être en haut. Ah oui.
We're doing this. Nice one.
Trop classe mais carrément. J'ai pas forcément envie de... D'accord, c'est ça qui fait brûler. C'est passé. De tirer sur ce truc là, je sais pas si ça fait exploser.
Good news. Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix it later.
Ah, c'est par là, mais... Je vais essayer par là. Ah bah non, parce qu'on monte à l'étage, donc... Donc je suis obligée
clinic performing.
They're on us. Captain! Something stronger! You guys all right?
Halt. Beginning security.
Can't get past that armor!
C'était pas une bonne idée, c'était pas une bonne idée.
Clearing suit security actions.
Down they go!
Ils m'ont pas laissé le choix, hein. Ah, je suis debout là, d'accord. J'ai cru que j'étais encore accroupi, mais non.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pump.
L'équipage commence à s'agiter sérieusement, on est obligé de retaper la vieille carcasse du précurseur avec des rustines et des bouts de ficelle. La plupart du temps, il faut qu'on cannibalise un système pour en réparer un autre. Grand-mère avait appris à vivre avec et il faudra que j'en fasse autant. J'arrive à remonter le moral des troupes, mais qu'est-ce qui va se passer si je suis plus dans le coin? Le vrai test, ce sera de voir si le précurseur arrivera à garder son indépendance quand je serai plus là. Moi je parie que oui. J'ai mis la main sur le vieux schéma de la chef Guiying. Le précurseur a dû morfler pendant le traversé parce qu'elle a passé la moitié de sa carrière à le retaper. Ils ont dû faire pas mal de compromis quand ils ont construit ce rafio. Au milieu des papiers, je suis trouvé le plan d'un hangar qui correspond à aucun de mes documents, sûrement un endroit qui a été condamné à un moment ou à un autre, comme des globules qui isolent une infection. J'aime pas m'étendre sur mes sentiments ici, mais chaque fois que j'ouvre un panneau ou que je trouve un bidouillage dans les entrailles de cette vieille carlingue, j'ai l'impression que tu vois un message dans l'eau de la grand-mère.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Tu m'étonnes.
Got it. Heads down.
J'aurais au moins sauvé un seul robot, c'est déjà ça. Arrêtez de me fixer.
If something's broke, fill out an incident report. You keep the yellow copy.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
I think I heard Chief Junlei looking for you. You better go find her real quick, like, she's not the most patient
Finals
person.
are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. You've got my attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Non, quand même pas.
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. You've got my attention.
Ta-ta-ta. Alors, déjà... Dégâts à distance, efficacité d'armure, dégâts au corps à corps. Ça fait perdre un point en perspicacité. Gêne pour voir, mais aide à construire des choses.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Oh, c'est pas un vrai 40 ça. Ça, j'aimerais bien le pickpocket. Pidou pidou. Quoi? Ne me regarde pas, j'ai rien fait. Alors, passeport non. Parler à Gladys. Le registre du terminal Lawson mentionne une rumeur scientifique précurseur qui serait vanté d'une puissance. Dans la boutique de Gladys. Alors Gladys, je devais... Non, je m'en suis pas servi. C'était pour quoi faire? Faut ouvrir la porte de sa chambre. Ah! Mais elle me regarde un petit peu là. Ah oui, bah non, mais fais demi-tour s'il te plaît. Surveille donc les gens qui travaillent. Au lieu de jouer à je sais pas quoi. On va aller parler à l'autre, on reviendra ici après.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Armure de déminage, standard. Alors. Les armures. Je devrais éviter les armures lourdes. Discrétion plus 7. Esquive plus 7. Ah, bon, c'est déjà mieux. Oui, mais elle... Pardon. J'ai pas envie de lui enlever sa tenue. Oh non, ça c'est la tenue de l'autre. Bah non. Tenue de laboratoire, c'est vilain. Ah mais tout... Pour moi c'est tout dans l'allure. Je suis désolée mais... Bon. Bah, j'ai un avantage, je l'avais pas vu. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Stock de munitions... Une efficacité d'armure de base qui se cumule avec n'importe quelle armure portée. D'accord. C'est ça. « 50% d'XP pour les ennemis. » Oh, ça peut être intéressant ça. Où ça? Ouais, dilatation temporelle, bon. Je verrai ça la prochaine fois.
Welcome! Looking to give a beating or take one?
Je crois que j'ai vendu les fringues à Parvati. L'XP le compagnon en plus? Ah oui. J'aurais peut-être dû l'upgrader et puis comme ça, elle serait restée habillée pareil. J'ai été stupide. Ma pauvre.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of Spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Ew.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret, a mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats. Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Alors moi, faut que j'aille tout là-haut.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Some freelancers sneer at Sublight for setting up a storefront, but they rake in the bits.
Il y a des trucs à voler là-dedans. Un autre sous-traitant a été abattu par une navette d'assaut de l'UDL. Ceci est notre rappel quotidien que les entreprises légales ne prennent pas la fuite en présence des autorités. Et c'est ce que nous sommes. Gardez votre calme. Montrez-leur vos papiers. Si vous vous retrouvez devant la justice, je vous ferai sortir. Quelqu'un a vu Hawthorne dernièrement. J'ai besoin de quelqu'un de fiable. Catherine rapporte plus d'argent à Sublight que vous tous réunis, bande de sprats. À partir d'aujourd'hui et jusqu'à nouvel ordre, vous devez la considérer comme une extension de mon propre bureau. En parlant de ça, Tobias, commande-moi une extension pour mon bureau. Mon scanner de fréquence m'a appris que les Mardettes avaient saisi un vaisseau indépendant à cause du comportement de son capitaine. L'équipage a dépensé tellement d'octos au bar de Vera qu'ils n'ont plus les moyens de faire lever la saisie. Le premier qui arrive à choper les droits pour le récupérer aura l'honneur de s'asseoir dans mon bureau pour voir une vraie professionnelle en action. Un des nôtres a eu une altercation avec un des leurs. On a encore perdu un sous-traitant. On a récupéré le vaisseau et mis un dixième des profits de côté pour payer les funérailles. J'abandonne jamais mes gars. Un petit sprat m'a dit qu'une caisse de porkiste avariée avait atterri au fond d'un canyon sur Monarch. On va voir quelle quantité on peut revendre. D'ailleurs, tant que j'y pense, je vous interdis de manger au stand de Tati Cléo jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Oh, il se passe des trucs pas nets en cuisine. La prochaine fois que quelqu'un trouve un vaisseau abandonné et décide de le démanteler, il a intérêt à envoyer une équipe de nettoyage au milieu des débris avant que les maraudeurs viennent se servir. On est des récupérateurs, pas des charognards.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything. A bullet went through it, most of the way. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
On peut lire les lignes de la main sur son visage.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. At least one system on Groundbreaker still works. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor.
J'ai bien fait de pas dire que
I'd
j'étais
recognize that leaky boat of his anyway.
j'étais au sort alors.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Wouldn't be much fun without one.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack. I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Comme une balle dans la tête.
Your words, not mine. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Donc. Gladys.